If you've noticed things down there aren't what they used to be, the problem might not be age, it might be the glass of water you drank this morning, or the one you didn't. Sounds too simple, right? But stay with me, because hidden in that everyday glass of water is a secret that could be quietly sabotaging your masculinity. I'm talking about your energy, your stamina, and yes, your ability to perform when it matters most. Millions of men over 60 blame age for their decline, but research shows dehydration could be the silent thief stealing your virility. Your blood, your hormones, your energy, all rely on water. And when your body doesn't get enough, it's like trying to start a car on an empty tank, slow, weak, and frustrating. In this video, I'll reveal how something as ordinary as water plays a direct role in your erections, your testosterone levels, and your overall vitality. And if you watch until the end, I'll show you a simple 60-second ritual that thousands of men have used to spark noticeable changes in just days. No pills, no devices, just science and smart habits. But first, we need to start where every man's performance begins, your blood flow. Every erection begins with one simple thing: blood flow. If blood moves freely to the vessels in your pelvis, you feel firm, strong, and confident. But if that flow slows down, things don't work the way they used to. Here's where water comes in. Your blood is roughly half water, and when you're fully hydrated, it's smooth and fluid, flowing easily through arteries and tiny capillaries all the way to your most intimate areas. That's the difference between a car running with premium oil versus one grinding with sludge. Now, picture the opposite: dehydration. Your blood thickens, circulation slows, and your heart has to work harder just to get oxygen and nutrients where they need to go. When that flow is compromised, so is your ability to get and maintain a strong erection. In fact, research published in the American Journal of Physiology found that proper hydration supports the release of nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and widens blood vessels. Wider vessels mean better blood flow, better stamina, and better confidence in the bedroom. But circulation is just the beginning. Because what water does for your energy and hormones is even more surprising, and it could explain why many men over 60 feel tired, sluggish, or less like themselves. Let me introduce you to John, a 65-year-old retired engineer who walked into my office looking frustrated and defeated. He said, "Mariah, I've tried everything, vitamins, supplements, even those embarrassing pills, and nothing is working. I just don't feel like a man anymore." When I asked him about his daily habits, one thing stood out immediately: he barely drank water. His mornings started with coffee, afternoons with more coffee, and maybe a glass of juice at night. Actual water? Almost none. I suggested something that made him laugh at first: strategic hydration. I told him, before you spend another $1 on treatments, let's try giving your body what it's missing. He agreed, skeptically. But 3 weeks later, John returned with a grin I'll never forget. His energy was back. His confidence in the bedroom had returned. And all he changed was how and when he drank water. Now, does this mean water is a miracle cure for every man? Not exactly. But John's story proves a powerful point. Sometimes, the solution is so simple we overlook it. And here's the kicker: science backs him up. Because when you're hydrated, your blood flows better, your energy lifts, and your performance improves. But circulation isn't the only secret here. There's something deeper: water affects your hormones, the very engine of male vitality. Here's where things get fascinating and a little shocking. Your body is like a living river system. Every heartbeat sends blood through 60,000 miles of vessels, and the quality of that blood depends on one thing: water. When you're well hydrated, your blood moves like a smooth, clear stream. It delivers oxygen and nutrients quickly to every cell, including the delicate vessels in your pelvic region that control erections. But when you're dehydrated, it's like that stream turning into thick syrup, sluggish, sticky, and struggling to reach its destination. Why does this matter for a man over 60? Because proper hydration triggers the release of nitric oxide, a natural compound your body makes that relaxes and widens blood vessels. Wider vessels equals better blood flow equals stronger, longer-lasting erections. A study published in the American Journal of Physiology, 2018, confirmed that hydration levels directly affect nitric oxide production, which is essential for male performance. When you're low on water, your heart works harder, circulation slows, and blood struggles to reach the areas that make you feel like yourself. And this isn't just about intimacy. Better circulation means better energy, better mental clarity, and a more youthful feeling overall. Men who stay hydrated often notice they wake up with more energy and feel stronger throughout the day. But blood flow is only half the story. Because water doesn't just move blood, it also shapes your hormones, and hormones control everything from your drive to your mood. And if you've been feeling older than your years, this next part might explain why. Here's something most men never connect. Your energy and your masculinity are directly linked to your hydration. Think about the last time you felt sluggish, unmotivated, or just old. Most men blame it on age. But in reality, even mild dehydration can sap your energy by 20 to 30%, according to studies from the European Journal of Nutrition. That means you could wake up feeling tired, move slower, and lose the natural spark that makes you feel like yourself, all because your body is running dry. When your body doesn't have enough water, it goes into conservation mode. Your heart and brain get priority, while non-essential systems, like your muscles, digestion, and yes, your reproductive system, take the hit. It's nature's way of surviving, but for you, it feels like weakness, low stamina, and a lack of drive. And here's the kicker, low energy feeds low confidence. When you feel drained, your mind starts to accept "I'm just getting older" as the excuse. But the truth is, a few glasses of water spread throughout the day could be a natural, free energy booster that your body is silently begging for. If blood flow is the engine, hydration is the fuel. And once your energy improves, everything else, from your mood to your performance, starts to fall back into place. But there's a deeper layer to this story. Because water doesn't just keep your energy up, it directly influences your hormones, including the one hormone every man over 60 should protect, testosterone. If blood flow is the engine of performance, testosterone is the fuel for your desire and drive. And here's the truth that surprises most men, even mild dehydration can throw your hormones out of balance. When your body doesn't get enough water, it enters survival mode. Your system prioritizes critical functions, like keeping your blood pressure stable and your temperature safe, while secondary processes like hormone production take a back seat. For men, that often means less testosterone, which leads to lower libido, less muscle strength, and a general feeling of fatigue. Studies published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology, 2020, found that dehydration increases cortisol, the stress hormone that actively suppresses testosterone production. Think of it as a seesaw. When cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down. And the result? Less desire, less energy, and a slower recovery after intimacy or exercise. On top of that, your liver and kidneys, which help regulate hormone balance, struggle to function properly without enough water. That means even if your body wants to produce testosterone, dehydration keeps the system from firing at full power. So, the next time you feel tired, unmotivated, or less like yourself, it might not just be age, it could be your body quietly asking for a glass of water. But here's the good news, you can fix this naturally, and it doesn't take expensive treatments or complicated routines. In the next section, I'll show you how to drink water the right way to boost blood flow, protect your hormones, and reclaim your vitality. Here's the part most men never realize. When you're even slightly dehydrated, your body goes into survival mode, and that shift can quietly sabotage your masculinity. Your body is hardwired for survival first, performance second. That means the moment water is scarce, it starts prioritizing critical organs like your heart, brain, and kidneys. Your reproductive system? It's considered non-essential for immediate survival, so your body redirects resources away from it. What does that look like in real life? Weaker erections because your blood isn't flowing freely to your pelvis. Lower desire because testosterone production is slowed. Sluggish energy and focus, leaving you feeling older than you are. It's your body's way of saying, we're in a drought, let's conserve energy. But to you, it feels like aging, fatigue, and frustration. The scary part? You might not even feel thirsty before this happens. Many men over 60 are chronically dehydrated and don't realize it until they start experiencing low energy and reduced vitality. The good news is, flipping the switch is simple. Rehydrate strategically, and your body quickly moves out of survival mode and back into performance mode, where energy, drive, and confidence return. But drinking water the right way is key. Chugging a bottle at once isn't enough. In the next section, I'll show you simple, science-backed hydration habits that can restore your energy and performance faster than you might expect. Most men think staying hydrated is as simple as drinking whenever you're thirsty or chugging a big bottle all at once. But here's the secret: how you drink water is just as important as how much you drink, especially if your goal is better energy, circulation, and sexual health. Here are science-backed hydration habits every man over 60 should know. 1. Sip slowly, don't chug. Your body absorbs water more effectively in small, steady sips throughout the day. Chugging a liter at once can overwhelm your kidneys, causing most of it to flush out instead of fueling your cells. 2. Drink while sitting. This may sound odd, but sitting allows your body to relax, helping water absorb more efficiently and reducing unnecessary strain on your circulation. 3. Let water mix with saliva. Take a small sip, hold it in your mouth for a moment, and then swallow. Saliva is naturally alkaline and helps your body process water better, a trick supported by both modern nutrition and traditional wellness practices. 4. Choose room temperature or warm water. Ice-cold water can shock your digestive system and slow absorption. Lukewarm or room temperature water is gentler, helping nutrients and oxygen reach your cells faster, including the ones that fuel your erections. These small tweaks might seem simple, but over time, they can dramatically improve circulation and support hormone balance, giving your body the tools it needs to perform at its peak. And if you really want to supercharge hydration, there's a small upgrade that can make a big difference: adding natural electrolytes. That's what we'll cover next. Drinking plain water is great, but if you want to maximize its effect on circulation and energy, adding the right natural electrolytes can take your hydration to the next level. Here's why this matters. When you drink water without electrolytes, some of it passes through your system quickly without fully entering your cells. Electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium act like tiny keys, helping water get absorbed into your tissues and blood more effectively. That means better hydration where it counts: your muscles, your brain, and yes, your sexual organs. Here are easy, natural ways to add electrolytes without expensive sports drinks. 1. A pinch of unrefined sea salt in morning water. Just a small pinch in your first glass helps your body retain and utilize water better. It replenishes sodium and trace minerals, which are often lost overnight. 2. Add a squeeze of lemon. Lemon not only provides potassium, but it also alkalizes the water for better cellular absorption. 3. Snack on hydrating foods. Foods like cucumber, celery, watermelon, and oranges are loaded with water and natural electrolytes. Combining them with your daily hydration routine gives your cells a double boost. These simple upgrades can turn every sip into fuel, improving circulation, energy, and hormonal balance, all of which support stronger, more reliable performance. But drinking the right water is only half the battle. When you drink matters just as much as how you drink, and timing your hydration can make or break your results. Drinking enough water is powerful, but when you drink it can make the difference between feeling energized and sabotaging your results. Men over 60 need a strategic hydration routine to keep circulation, energy, and hormones at their peak. Here's how to do it. 1. Start your day with water, not coffee. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is dehydrated and blood is thicker. Drink 1 to 2 glasses of room temperature water first thing in the morning to wake up your circulation before caffeine. 2. Aim for 2.5 to 3 liters daily, 10 to 12 glasses. Spread it throughout the day to keep cells hydrated consistently. Larger men or active men may need slightly more. Adjust for your climate. 3. Avoid water right before bed. Drinking too much at night can disrupt sleep with bathroom trips. Poor sleep reduces testosterone, so protecting rest is as important as hydration. 4. Wait 30 minutes after meals before drinking. Chugging water immediately after eating dilutes digestive juices and slows nutrient absorption. A short pause after meals keeps your gut and hormones happy. 5. Delay water after water-rich fruits. If you eat fruits like watermelon or oranges, wait an hour before drinking more water to prevent bloating and optimize absorption. By following this timing, your body gets steady, usable hydration all day long without overloading your kidneys or interrupting your sleep. But how do you know if you're actually hydrated enough? There's a simple daily test that takes 2 seconds and can tell you exactly when to drink more. That's what we'll cover next. One of the simplest ways to know if your body is hydrated enough is to listen to the signals it's already giving you. And no, I'm not just talking about thirst, because by the time you feel thirsty, you're already mildly dehydrated. Here's the 2-second hydration check every man over 60 should use. 1. Check your urine color. Pale yellow equals perfect hydration. Dark yellow or amber equals you need more water. Crystal clear equals you might be overdoing it. Your body is flushing water without using it. 2. Watch for subtle signs of dehydration. Midday fatigue or brain fog. Dry lips or sticky mouth. Muscle cramps or joint stiffness. 3. Build daily hydration habits. Keep a glass or bottle nearby as a reminder. Pair each glass with a daily activity, like after brushing your teeth or before each meal. Spread water evenly across the day instead of playing catch-up at night. When you make hydration automatic and consistent, your body starts to respond with better energy, improved circulation, and more reliable performance in every area of life. But if you're like many men, you might be wondering, can I get results faster? The answer is yes, and it only takes 60 seconds a day. If you want to take your results to the next level, there's a simple 60-second ritual that thousands of men over 60 are already using to boost circulation, increase nitric oxide, and feel stronger in days. Here's how it works. This short routine is designed to wake up blood vessels and encourage your body to release nitric oxide, the compound that widens arteries and feeds your most important performance zones with fresh, oxygen-rich blood. Think of it as flipping the switch from sluggish to energized, without pills or complicated equipment. Men who combine this ritual with proper hydration often notice stronger, more reliable erections, increased morning energy and stamina, renewed confidence and interest in intimacy. Over 63,000 men have already used this exact method to reclaim their vitality, with some reporting it even saved their relationships. To learn this ritual step by step, I've pinned a short, free video in the comments. Open it in a new tab, watch it after this video, and see why so many men are calling it a game changer for male performance after 60. But before you click away, remember this: hydration is the foundation. Without water, no supplement, exercise, or trick can fully restore your energy and masculinity. Water is your first, easiest, and most natural weapon against aging and fatigue. And in the final part of this video, I'll leave you with a powerful reminder that could change how you look at every glass of water from this day forward.